Well, hey everybody, welcome to a rainy edition, not Thursday, in New Hampshire. Today's going to be a little different. It's going to be me, you, and Lou. Hey buddy, you kind of ready to do this? Alright, we'll see you for the night shots. Lou will be back for the stunt filming. So here's what we're doing today. Thrunite sent me a new version of the V6, which I reviewed a couple of years ago. This is the V6 SST70. So it has been updated, and one of the immediate updates that I notice is that the light is now USB-C rechargeable, which is great because a lot of devices have USB-C, and the less cables you need, the better. So, and faster charging. So that's a good thing. So I'm going to tell you a story about the V6 as we unbox and look at it. As you can see, it comes with a holster, and I had to grab the other one to do a comparison side by side. The new one is a bit larger when it comes to the top end because they've gotten more out of the beam throw with this version than the old version. But that's not my angle on this review because, again, I got one a couple of years ago. This is not my particular favorite kind of light to have. You wouldn't EDC it unless you needed it for your job or something where that beam pattern, that major throw works for you, and then I can understand that. But here's what happened. And again, I'm going to show you things as I tell you this story. So a couple of years ago, before we had some storms, I brought a bunch of different lights to my mother and said, I'm going to leave a few here with you so if the power goes out you have light. And this was one of the contenders, and it wasn't because of that lens and this being a thrower. It was because of this massive battery. Because if the power goes out, that means that battery is going to last a lot longer than your standard 18650. And it's simple to use with one button, press on, hold, cycle through. But this light has become, let's put it this way, I never got it back because of the ergonomics. She loves it, it's easy to use, and it is the most stable light for lantern mode, and it has become the when the power goes out light, and it happens around here a lot, and we can go 2 days without electricity, but it's super stable. And the feedback I got was the other ones are great for other rooms, but this one does not fall over. And here I am, you know, she's basically giving me a review on a light, but she's had it 2 years, and a lot of it really makes sense. And you know, when you have a narrow beam like that, it gets to the ceiling in lantern mode, layman terms, quicker and easier, where it actually dissipates down more. So if you run this, not in moonlight, which is only like 0.3 lumens, but if you run this in the next setting, which is 30 lumens, it lights up enough to see the entire room. Never mind if you go to the next step. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it happens. Lou, if we're going to be filming down here, you can't be pulling everything apart, buddy. You know, we got viewers coming in and you're ripping the joint apart. And so here, I'll run some footage to give you an example. After your, moonlight setting of 0.3 lumens, your low is 31 lumens. 31 lumens runs 86 hours. Now, think of this. If your power goes out and you need it for 12 hours of darkness, that is 7 days or 7 nights of light in a lantern mode. That was the main selling point of giving this to my mother, is that it will not run out anytime soon. And then even at that, you move up to the next setting of medium, 270 lumens, which is really bright, 9 hours straight. That's if you really need it, but in most instances you do not. If you're using this for a, power outage type flashlight. And back to the Firefly, 70 days straight. Insane, right? And that's your moonlight. Yeah, obviously it doesn't look like much in the daylight, but that 31 is quite considerable. And then 270 gives you a whole bunch. So now I'm going to show you guys the outdoor footage, because it is impressive. Your high is 1417 lumens. You'll get 102 minutes out of that. And keep in mind, as you watch this, yeah, it is a very concentrated beam, but when you get up to those higher settings, the foreground is actually quite lit, and I think that is one of the differences that I see, that I can remember, in the performance of the V6 from the last one. It seems to light the foreground a bit better. And, simple, double click, turbo, 2836 lumens, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Then it dumps down to 1313 lumens, and you get 89 minutes out of it. And so with all that being said, when Thrunite sent this to me, because they wanted me to show you the updated version, it really was not difficult to come up with my angle, which was the way this light ended up being used away from what it's intended to be, which is a thrower. But as you can see by that nighttime footage, it throws, but also with lower lumen settings, it's quite usable in the house. So I appreciate everybody watching. If you're interested in the light, I'll put the links down below so you can check it out. That's it. I'm gonna go, do things with Lou, because he seems to be only very activated when we do flashlight things these days. Alright everybody, enjoy your Not Thursday.